Hello everyone, this is Maria from Maxifisio. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be filming a short video with some exercises to help you with rotator cuff injuries. This is a very requested video, so I hope you find it useful. For this video you're going to need a long TheraBand, and if you have a loop band, a short one like this, great as well, but if not, you could use your long TheraBand and actually make a knot. So if you don't have the long TheraBand, actually, we're going to start doing this. You'll make a knot with the long TheraBand. Yeah. If you have one of these ones, I'm using, you could use, well, if you have different colors, sorry, different grading, go for the lightest one or the second lightest one, so not very, very strong. And we're going to start on our back with the band. So again, if you're using the long one like this, you'll just keep the thumbs out. If you have the short one, which is what I'm going to demonstrate with, you'll again bring the thumbs out, elbows down, arms to about 90 degrees, chest open. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, think of connecting a bit with the core, connecting a bit your shoulder blades, and just pulling on the band. So it's an isometric contraction. You're bringing tension on the muscles, but you're not moving too much, and release. You should be feeling that lateral part of the shoulder connecting. Think of your collarbones broadening, the shoulder blades are squeezing, but no pain. So if you've been suffering with a rotator cuff injury and you've been experiencing pain, I don't want you to feel a lot of pain when you do this. If anything, no more than 3-4 out of 10, 0 being no pain, 10 being the worst possible pain. So I want you to feel a bit of connection, maybe a bit of discomfort, but no intense pain. And allow you to do 10 to 15 repetitions. I'm going to be doing 10 on this video, so it doesn't become too long. So I've got 2 more to go. And once you've done these, so you should feel there's been a bit of work on the shoulder, you're going to take the arms up, palms facing in, hands above the shoulders, and we're going to do, this is called scapular isolations. We're going to do a reach, basically, on the arms, so fingertips coming up to the sky, the shoulder blades are going to come off, and then connect the shoulder blades again back down. It shouldn't be feeling too difficult, again, it should be pain-free, or if anything, just a small amount of discomfort. And think of, again, just the shoulder blades lifting and lowering. Again, with the hands above the chest so they don't go not too far down, not too far back. And the same, you can do about 10 to 15 repetitions. Again, I'm going to be demonstrating 10 on this video, but you could go ahead and complete 15 if you've got time, if you feel good. Great. Another option to progress this, it's to do the same thing with your long TheraBand. So if you did the knot, I want you to undo the knot again on your long band. If you weren't using the long band before and it's already open, then great. And you're going to bring the band around the base of the shoulder blades. And we're going to repeat the same exercise with a bit of tension, but again, it should be pain-free. So this is just to progress the previous exercise. So if you find this is a little bit too much at the moment, you can avoid this variation and then just stick to the one without the band. But it's basically the same we just did, but adding a bit more load, a bit more resistance. And again, once more, 10 to 15 repetitions. Just feeling there's a bit of work happening, but no intense pain. Good. All right, once you complete this, you're going to come to a seat. And you're going to go again for the short TheraBand, or once more you can make the loop onto the long band. Same position as we're doing sitting, so you're about 90 degrees, chest open. You could do this kneeling if you prefer, or standing, or again sitting on a chair. whatever feels more comfortable for your body. And you're gonna do the same. You're gonna connect with the TheraBand, opening the chest, squeezing the blades, and then letting go. So there's a bit of movement, but not a lot. Again, it's an isometric contraction. Again, should be feeling there's a bit of work happening on that lateral part of the shoulders, maybe a little bit at the back on the shoulder blade area, but no intense pain, no more than 3-4 out of 10. And as we've been saying, 10 to 15 repetitions, ideally 15, but if you find 10 is enough or you're a bit tight with time, then stick to 10. All right, once we complete this one, maybe just do a couple of shoulder rolls, and now we're going to progress this, adding a bit more movement on the shoulder. I call these robot arms, so I want you to picture your arms moving sort of like in a robotic motion. So you're going to connect again with the band, same as we did before, and then you're going to move from the shoulders, not the elbow. The elbows stay in line with the wrist, so I don't want you to let them go out, and then come back, and at the very end, release. So as you move up, you're moving from the shoulder, not the elbow, so no bending here, and about shoulder height, no more. You don't need to go any further. Keeping the tension and release. And these ones actually get quite tiring very quickly. It's a great strengthening and stabilizing exercise for your shoulder complex. Very good, very important for your shoulder rehab. And we'll go again. So again, 10 to 15 repetitions. If you need a bit of a longer break in between each repetition, that's absolutely fine. Just think again of your form. Remember, elbows in line with the wrist. Just keep again a gentle connection there. I'm going to be demonstrating one more. Great. And release. Lovely. So as you complete this one, couple of shoulder rolls. And then I'm going to get you to lie down on your front. And for these, you're going to have, you can use a cushion for your forehead. Your arms are going to be along the body. And you're going to be lifting the arms up. We need to connect the blades. So opening the chest and then releasing down. So thinking of, again, opening a bit the front of the shoulders by connecting the back of the shoulders. Keeping the fingertips long. Again, 10 to 15 repetitions, as we were saying. Holding it maybe for a couple of seconds if you can, but just releasing comfortably, just trying to keep a good control through both. Right, once you complete that, we'll come to 4-point kneeling. And again, if these ones don't feel comfortable for your shoulder at the moment, you can avoid them. And you could stick to the ones I've just demonstrated. But if this feels okay with you, I'd like you to try and give it a go. You can do this with your hands flat or with your hands on your knuckles to modify it if your wrist is a bit uncomfortable. And I want you to think of, again, the exercise we do on our back, the scapular isolations, but here. So you're going to be lifting the breastbone, opening the shoulder blades, and then dropping the breastbone, connecting the blades, shoulders away from the ears. It's a bit as if you're about to do your cat stretch, if you've ever done a cat and cow stretch, but just thinking of that very upper part of the spine moving, again, the shoulder blade complex. So you're adding a bit more load just by using the weight of the arms, your weight bearing on your arms, on your hands. So it's a bit harder than doing it on your back. And again, 10 to 15 repetitions, as we've been saying. It's a subtle movement, not a lot of range. But again, it gets that shoulder blade complex. Very important for your shoulder rehab. All right. We could progress this with a long TheraBand like we did before. Again, this is optional. If you feel without the band is enough, you don't have to, but I'll show you just in case this is appropriate for you. Again, hands flat on your knuckles, a bit of resistance on the band, but comfortable, not too strong. And then once more, repeating the same. You might find this a little bit easier, perhaps, because the band gives you a bit of proprioception, a bit of guidance, if you like, because it kind of, in a way, kind of shows you where to move from. But again, it's also giving you a bit more load. So if it doesn't feel right, please back off from the band. Or maybe you can try this later on, once you start feeling a bit better, once your shoulder starts improving. So again, 10 to 15 reps. Good. And then release. You could do a couple of shoulder rolls. And then just a little bit of active mobility to finish after that. Should feel nice for your shoulder. We'll lie on our back again. You can do this with both arms or just with the affected arm. It's like the position we did at the very beginning. Elbows down, 90 degrees, shoulders connected, shoulder blades connected. And then you're gonna allow the arm to fall out to where you feel a bit of a stretch. If it's painful, then stop. Again, no more than 3, 4 out of 10. And then coming back in. And the same. And again, you could do this just on the one arm, on the affected side, but sometimes do it on both. I mean, kind of helps you to guide the affected arm. But again, for example, if your right arm was affected, you could do the right arm only. Or again, if the left side is the affected one, you could do the left arm only. And again, just trying to improve the range a bit on if that's appropriate for you. If you're not able to go too wide, not a problem. And again, 10 to 15 reps, as we've been doing. Once you completed the 10 to 15 repetitions, you could come up and release. You could add a couple of shoulder rolls if you need to, whatever you feel you need to add to maybe stretch it a little bit more. So this set of exercises, you could do 3 rounds, whether you repeat each exercise 3 times or complete all of the sequence and then repeat it 3 times in total, whatever works best for you. Ideally, if you're having problems at the moment with your rotator cuff, if you do this once or twice a day would be great, but as always, you might need the advice of a physiotherapist. I'm a physiotherapist myself, so this is some advice I'm offering online, but of course, if something doesn't feel right, please don't push through it and maybe seek some professional advice in person. I hope you like this video. I hope you find it useful. If you enjoyed this content, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And if you want to get in touch, you're interested in any of my online classes or services, you can visit my website, maxifisio.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in one of my other videos. Bye-bye.